Hello, friends. Welcome back to my channel. And from today onwards, we are going to start a new series, The Holy Science. This will be a new playlist. And in this playlist, we are going to discuss the book, The Holy Science. The name of the book is Holy Science, The Holy Science. And this book was written by Sri Priyanath Kadar. You can see the name here, Priyanath Kadar. And he is famously known as Sri Yukteswar Giriji. You know who is Yukteswar Giriji? If you don't know him, you might be aware about Sri Yogananji. Yukteswar Giriji or Priyanath Kadarji, he was the guru of our Yogananji, who has written the book, The Autobiography of a Yogi. It's a very famous book, and you might have heard about it, or maybe you could have, uh, read it. Okay, you could have at any point of time you might have read this book. So his guru was Yukteswar Giriji, right? So he has written this book, and how he wrote this book, why he wrote this book, because there was a motivation behind it, and that motivation was given by his guru Sri Mahavatar Babaji. Why this motivation was given, and when this motivation was given? Basically, in the year 1894, in India, there is a famous fair which is known as the Kumbh Mela. Every 12 years, there is a Mahakumbha, and Ardha Kumbha are after every 6 years. So Mahakumbha or Kumbh Mela is a very big occasion for the Sanatan people, for the Hindu religion. So in 1894, uh, Sri Yukteswar Giriji got a chance to visit Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj. So he went to Prayagraj, and there he met his guru Mahavatar Babaji. So Mahavatar Babaji was talking to this our guru, beloved guru, Sri Yukteswar Giriji. And when he was talking to him, he told him that there is some problem going on in this world. People are fighting on the name of religion. In every religion, there is a common cord. There is a common cord which can bind every religion, and almost every religion says the same thing, right? None of the religion says anything differently. The only thing is that the glossaries are different. Christianity is saying something else in some other language, but the ultimate crux is the same thing that our Vedas or someone else's religious book is saying. So Mahavatar Babaji kind of ordered him, or he gave a suggestion to Sri Yukteswar Giriji, that you need to write a book on this one, on this unity of all the religions. In India, if we have a guru or if we have a teacher, then everything, even if it comes like a command or if it comes like a wish from the guru or wish from the teacher, it is considered always as an order. Any wish of guru or of our teachers is a kind of order for us. We have to follow that. So it was just a recommendation from Mahavatar Babaji to our beloved, Sri Yukteswar Giriji. But you know, he took it as an order. It was just an order from the Guru. So he wrote this book in 1894. And the name of the book is The Holy Science. So in this book, there are four parts, right? So there are four chapters, in fact. Four parts, four chapters. And why this has been written in those four parts? See, the ultimate purpose of our life is to get enlightened, to get the knowledge of our inner conscience, of our inner self. Not inner conscience, rather I should say inner self. We have to get the knowledge of our inner self. Basically, we have to get enlightened. But why we need to get enlightened? What is the purpose of getting enlightened? That we will discuss in the coming videos. But the ultimate purpose of the life is to get enlightenment, or self awareness. So before you can get the self awareness which is inside you, before that you need to know your outside world, right? So if you need to know the outside world, you must need to know the Vedas. You must need to have the knowledge of Vedas. And that is why the very first chapter in this book, the very first chapter of this book is Vedas. It's all about Vedas. Whatever Vedas says, Veda means science, Veda means knowledge. So, knowledge of what? How this nature is working, which means, in simple words, what is the modus operandi of this nature? Working of this nature, what is the modus operandi of that? So, that's all has been given in Vedas. So, the first chapter of this book is all about Vedas, that how this nature came into being, it came into existence, and how we came into existence. What are the different elements that we are composed of? All those elements, how they have been formed, all those things have been explained in the Vedas chapter number one. So we will be discussing that chapter one. Every chapter we will be discussing, and I have already created one playlist in Hindi language in our mother tongue, and that is on a different channel. Basically, I have another channel, Vishwaguru, and this is another channel, Vishwaguru 2024. So, in on this channel, I am making the videos in English language for this book, The Holy Science, and on that playlist on that channel, we have the same book explained in the Hindi language. So you can go there if you comfortable with the Hindi language. I hope most of the people in India are comfortable with the Hindi language, because most of the people just learn it. Most of the people speak this language, but still English was very much needed. English language was very much needed to explain this. So I decided to create one more playlist on this channel, where people can watch for the uh, you know the Holy Science book, and they can reach out to this channel, and then they can learn the things from here which are written in Vedas, which is the ultimate science of the Vedas. Okay, so in this book, the journey starts from zero. Zero means that nothingness, where the shunya is there. There is nothing, right? That nothing has been considered as zero here. So we have to start from that zero. Okay. In this book, it has been started from zero, and we will also be starting from zero, because we will be studying this book from the beginning till the end. And then we have to understand that how we dissolve into that zero again. We start from here and we again go to here. That particular cycle, how does it completes? That completion cycle has been explained in 4 chapters, and those are the 4 parts of this book. Okay, so we will be discussing one by one all these chapters, and there is one interesting thing about it, that this book was written in Dwapar Age. See, with respect to eras, like there are 4 ages. One is Satyug, one is Dwapar, another one is Treta, then the Kalyug is there, right? So there are 4 yugas. Okay, so all those 4 yugas we will be discussing in the coming videos, right? And then we will be looking for all these chapters that has been given there, because 4 yugas, how they have been calculated here, how they are calculated, and how they have been treated, and why it has been taken as a Dwapar age, because most of the people think that still the Kali Yuga is in the nascent stage. There is no such Dwapar, it is Kali Yuga, and that too in the very nascent stage. So in this book, all these things where we have the understanding of ages, the era, the yuga, all those understanding will be presented in front of you in a with a different point of view. Okay, so you will be able to find out that yes, this point of view is again another point of view, which matches most of the things, and which makes more sense, which looks more logical. Okay, so this is all about the Dwapar age when it was written, and that too, Dwapar age was elapsed around 194 years. Okay, so this book was written in 1894, and Dwapar age also had spent 194 years till then when this book was written. Now, before we go for the ages, before we go for the yuga cycle, how the yugas are formed and how the yugas are calculated, before that, we need to understand the motion of the planets, how the planets and their moons and the sun, all those revolves around a particular center. Okay, so we will be discussing that particular thing, and in the next video, we will see that how the yugas behave, how, as per the yugas, people behave, what kind of changes come into the people based on that motion of the planets, motion of the sun. So, first of all, we need to understand that how the planets are moving. Okay. So, let me start with a small thing. Let me, here I think I should have my face. So, let me make it on the, left hand side. So, let me make it like this. Okay. So, what happens that we know that we have, a solar system. This complete solar system you can consider like this. This is the complete solar system in which there are different, circles are there, circular paths are there in which different planets are moving around. Okay, so this you can consider as a complete solar system where sun is at the center, and earth and different planets, they are just revolving around it. So it is moving, all the planets are moving around the sun, but at the same time, do you think that sun is stationary? No, sun is not stationary. Sun is also moving around in a circular path. Let us see. This is complete solar system, let me tell you. And now this is the complete circle in which this complete solar system is moving. And there is a center of this circular path as well, right? And this center of the circular path is the center of the Milky Way galaxy. Okay, so there is a center around which our sun is also revolving. We are also revolving our, along with our sun. I mean, all the planets, they are revolving around the sun, taking sun at the center. At the same time, sun has also taken a center in the universe, and that particular center is the center of the galaxy. Okay, so around the center, this complete solar system is revolving. So you can see this path, complete path. This solar system is completely moving like this. In fact, it moves like this. This starts from here. The movement is like this way. Okay. So is this complete movement of this entire solar system. This is our solar system. This entire solar system is revolving around the center of the galaxy, and this complete circle in this direction, in the clockwise direction, is completed in 24,000 years. Okay. So in 24,000 years, this complete revolution gets completed. Complete circular path is completed by the solar system, our solar system. So you have seen this center. Okay. This center you can consider as the center of the, of those hands of the clock. You might have seen the, that clock on the wall clock. So you can consider this as the center of the clock, from where, on which all the, needles, all those hands of the wall clock are, attached. So these hands, the center of these hands, you can consider as the center of the solar system. And on the top of it, on this path, this complete path, on the top of this path, you can consider that on this clock, the topmost point is 12, right? You might have seen this, that 12 is at the top. So at the point where this 12 is there, you can consider that there is a center, another center, another center is there, right? But sun doesn't revolves around this center. Sun is already revolves around this center. But during this movement, this complete solar system is reaching nearby to this particular point and moving away from this particular point, then reaching again nearby to this point, right? This point is basically known as Vishnu navel, or navel of Vishnu, Lord Vishnu. Okay. This is the navel of Lord Vishnu. Why this is known as the navel of Lord Vishnu? Because this is the center of ultimate magnetism. What kind of magnetism? Spiritual magnetism. Okay. So when this solar system, you know that this solar system is moving like this in the clockwise direction. When our solar system, or you can say when our sun is very much near or almost, overlapping to this, at that point of time, all the people, all the planets, and wherever the people or wherever the, living beings, non-living beings, anything is there, they all become auspicious. They all become pious. They become knowledgeable. All the knowledge, all the things, they automatically get it, right? This is something like, there is a magnet, right? This is the magnet, and you have a iron rod. You know that magnet attracts the iron rod. Okay. So if the iron rod is nearby to this magnet, then this iron rod is under the influence of this magnet. The influence of this magnet on this iron rod will be higher when it is nearby to this magnet. As soon as you get this rod away from this magnet, you will feel that the attraction of this magnet towards this particular rod, iron rod, has lessened, right? That magnetic field has no strength when all, or you can say like less strength is there when you are moving away, your iron rod from this magnetic field or from this magnet. Similarly, this is a kind of magnet which has a particular thing which is known as ultimate knowledge, ultimate creational knowledge, all the modus operandi, which means you can say that this is the seed of the creation. This is the basic seed of the creation. And this is known as the Vishnu navel. You might have seen from the Vishnu navel, there is, there is one more, Lord Brahma is there, who is sitting on the top of that particular, lotus flower, right? From the navel of Lord Vishnu, there is a lotus flower, that lotus flower came, and on that lotus flower, on top of that, Lord Brahma sits. So this has a metaphoric meaning. Lord Brahma, who is sitting on the top of the, that particular flower, that lotus, right? That lotus flower is there. So he is the ultimate source of knowledge of creation, right? Since that creation has all the knowledge, the ultimate knowledge, so Brahma is the superior in knowledge of creation, how this has been created, its modus operandi, how it will be created, how anything will be created in this universe, in this nature. That is all about Brahma. Anything where anything is getting created, that is known as, you know, Brahma, right? That power is known as Brahma. Any type of creation is Brahma, right? Even if you are getting destroyed, then after we get destroyed, after we are vanished into, a kind of ash, we are vanished. We are, you know, our last rituals are done. After that, whatever remains, that fly ash, that is also a creation. After our death, we create the fly ash, right? So Brahma is the ultimate source, or you can say the highest knowledge, having highest knowledge, that Brahma is there, and the Brahma is the person who has, not the person, is the element. Brahma is the element who knows everything with respect to the creation of this, uh, you know, universe, or the creation of this particular, whatever we can say, this universe, this creation itself, you can say. So he has all the knowledge. So from here, when our solar system starts from here, this becomes Satya Yuga. This is Satya Yuga, right? So that is why in the Satya Yuga, every person on this earth is full with the knowledge, because he is very much nearby the ultimate source of knowledge. He is If we are considering ourselves, just consider like this only. Consider yourself as a iron rod, and you are very much nearby to that magnet. Since you are very much nearby, so you will be having under the highest influence. So whatever knowledge, whatever power he has, all those powers you will be able to feel inside you, right? But as soon as you move away from it, you are getting away from it. So the influence diminishes. When the influence diminishes, our knowledge flew away, flows away, right? It doesn't work that way. We are not able to understand most of the things. We start, forgetting the things. The people on this earth start forgetting the things. They become more and more involved into, non-spiritual things, right? So in that era, it becomes Treta. But still in Treta, they are aware about the magnetism. They are aware about the magnetic powers of the god, right? They are aware, like there is a magnetic power in the god. If you are, nearby him, then you will be influenced in such a way that you will also become, knowledgeable just by remaining nearby him, right? Just by remembering him, just by showing the full devotion towards him, right? So all those things is still known in Treta age. But after Treta age, there comes Dwapar, when the solar system is much away from the compared to Treta. So here, what happens that in the Dwapar age, people start losing the knowledge on magnetism, spiritual magnetism, and they just remain with the knowledge of electricity. Electricity and magnetism, they both go hand in hand, right? But when you come to Dwapar, then magnetism knowledge diminishes, and the knowledge of electricity still remains. But but when you say that knowledge of electricity remains, then it doesn't mean that in the books you will be able to find like there should be some formula related to electricity. No, electricity knowledge was there, but the glossary was different for those scriptures. This is our science. This is our contemporary science, which talks about the epsilon zero, the permeability, right? The magnetism, right? The flux, magnetic flux, all those things. We talk about them in our modern language, modern scientific language. But in the ancient scientific language, the glossary was different, but still the knowledge of magnetism and, electricity was there. They have written in some other words, right? So we covered it till Dwapar age. Now, after Dwapar age, when you come here, which is the farthest point from the Vishnu navel, then in that case, people lost every knowledge of magnetism, electricity, everything, and this is known as Kali Yuga. This is Kali Yuga, right? So you start from the Satyuga, then you come to the Treta, then you come to the Dwapar, and then in the Kali Yuga, you are at the farthest point, having least knowledge, right? After that, when you start again moving upwards, when the solar system again starts moving upward, then again, since this was, Kali Yuga, then again, after Kali Yuga, the Kali Yuga time will be passed. You need to pass that time again, era of Kali Yuga, and after that, you will reach to Dwapar again, right? You can see the mirror image of Dwapar is here. So after Kali Yuga, you will again meet another Kali Yuga, and then you will meet Dwapar, not Satyuga. Please remember this. This is a circular path. You will meet Dwapar, then you will again move ahead, and then you will meet Treta, and then ultimately you will again move and meet Satyuga. After Satyuga, again you will meet Satyuga, and then again you will meet, Dwapar, Treta, Dwapar, and then Kali Yuga. So this is the way the Yuga cycle works. The ages cycle, or you can say the cycle of era works, right? Now, in the next video, you will see that what is that time period, how much time it takes to complete Satyuga, Dwapar, Treta, and if it takes only 24,000 years, then why it has been written in our scriptures that overall 4,32,000 years are there for the Kali Yuga only. And we are saying that only 24,000 years are there for complete cycle, right? So how it came, how it was misunderstood, how it came to our society, and how it is among us. Like there are 4,32,000 years of Kali Yuga, right? So this all we are going to discuss in the next video, and after the next video, we will start chapter number one. So I would like to say have a nice day and bye bye. And I hope you might be enjoying this. So I would like to say thank you to Sri Yukteswar Giriji, who has given this beautiful book to us, and which will really help us. So with this, I would like to say thanks to all of you. Be with me on this channel, and we are going to cover all the chapters from this book. Thank you. Have a nice day, and bye bye.